It seems like every day we're being shown some new product. Infomercials promise to revolutionize the ways in which we complete everyday tasks. But how impressive is a topsy-turvy tomato planter? Well, okay, those are pretty awesome. But today we're going to show you things that you probably haven't seen a commercial for 1,000 times already. Get ready for 10 amazing new inventions you need to see. The subscribe button is an amazing invention that will allow you to get the latest videos. We also recommend utilizing the notification button so you don't miss a thing. Molecular sensor. In futuristic movies and shows, it seems that scientists frequently possess skinny little devices that allow them to gain information about something just by scanning it. While it may not have a full range of functions like the Dr. Sonic screwdriver, the SIO is able to give you an instant analysis of material. It's a small device that can fit in the palm of your hand and tell you the molecular makeup of something just by scanning it. Imagine being able to check your food for its macronutrient content and check its freshness while standing in the grocery store. You'd be able to check the quality of your food before you bring it home and bite into it. With the touch of a button, you can have all the answers about whatever you're scanning. Shopping for a piece of jewelry? Don't forget your SIO. It can help you identify fake stones and check for errors in infusion. Plant health sensor. While we make every attempt to give plants the best water, sunlight, and soil, sometimes it just isn't enough. If only plants could talk to us and tell us what they need. Well, we can't make your plants talk, but we can show you the next best thing. The Parrot Flower Power is a sensor that is able to assess your plant's needs. You just put it in the ground near your plant, and it will let you know if the levels of sunlight, temperature, fertilizer, and moisture are suitable. And you don't even have to get your hands dirty to check. The device connects with an app on your smartphone, so you can quickly and easily monitor the health of your plant. It will also track and predict when you'll need to set aside some time to water the plants. It also gives you tips and facts about your specific plant and real-time information about the state of your garden. The Flower Power makes gardening easy, even if you don't quite have a green thumb. Second Sight. A California-based company called Second Sight Medical Products, Inc. brought doctors and scientists together to create a retinal prosthesis that would help the blind see. Specifically, this product works on people who suffer from retinal degeneration. While it may look like a pair of sunglasses, this bionic eye is so much more. In an undamaged eye, the rods and cones in your retina convert light into electrochemical impulses. These are then sent to your brain via your optic nerve, where your brain lets you know what you're looking at. If the retina is damaged, then these photoreceptors can't transmit data to your brain. The Argus 2 retinal prosthesis system works by bypassing the damaged photoreceptors. A miniature video camera in the glasses captures the scene and sends it to a small computer. It's then processed, transformed into instructions, and sent back to the glasses. These instructions are then set into the optical implant and straight through to your brain. Fighting super bacteria. We've all heard that overusing antibiotics can cause bacteria to evolve to be more powerful. Scientists have even discovered a superbacteria that is resistant to all 26 antibiotics available in the United States. This could mean that common illnesses and infections that we've been treating for decades could end up being fatal. Biologist Dr. Bruce Geller explains that the bacteria is amazing at adapting. Instead of developing yet another powerful antibiotic, he worked to make the bacteria vulnerable to existing antibiotics once again. He uses synthetic molecules designed to neutralize resistant mechanisms in the bacteria. This leaves them vulnerable to antibiotics once more. These synthetic molecules mimic DNA and bind to the RNA of the bacteria and shut down its defenses. Artificial pancreas. Researchers at the University of Virginia have developed an artificial pancreas that can help people with diabetes better control their condition. It's not made of biomaterial, but it does function just like your pancreas does. The artificial pancreas monitors and regulates blood sugar automatically, eliminating the need for patients to have to do so manually. They will be able to prevent hypoglycemic events, which can have catastrophic consequences. Researchers found that patients who use the artificial pancreas spend far more time within their target blood sugar range than those using other methods. It's even safe for children as young as 5 years old. In October 2016, it was finally approved by the FDA, and the first versions are just now becoming available. While the technology is incredible, it is still in its infancy stage, and it's only going to get more impressive in the future. Automated surgery. Being human, it takes them a long time to drill through your skull if you need brain surgery. And the longer you're cut open, the more likely you'll end up with an infection. And the longer you'll have to be anesthetized, which is also risky. Researchers at the University of Utah have developed a robot that could automate brain surgery. While a robot capable of drilling isn't hard to find, applying it to humans instead of objects was the tricky part. The patients first receive a CT scan so that the robot could figure out where all of your bones, organs, and arteries are located. The surgeons then use software to choose the safest cutting pattern. They're also able to program safety barriers into the robot, preventing it from coming within a certain distance of sensitive areas. The robot allows drilling that would take 2 hours to be done in just 2 minutes, and it does so safely and accurately. Lyrebird. Speech modulating software is a sci-fi staple. allowing users to perfectly mimic another person. A Montreal-based startup called Lyrebird, named after a bird that specializes in mimicry, has made synthesizing speech a reality. The software can nearly perfectly replicate someone's voice, and it needs minimal data to do so. If you provide it with just 1 minute of audio, it will be able to replicate your voice and make you say absolutely anything. People with disabilities could have an artificial voice that actually sound like they used to. And imagine playing a video game and having your character actually sound like you. You can choose from predefined voices or create your own unique sound. The voice will use slightly different intonations each time to avoid sounding fake. Future plans include fine-tuning the emotional inflection of the synthesized voices. Cat Nanny. While their fans love their independent natures, most of us don't want germs from their feet getting on our countertop, and we don't want their hair in our food. But getting your cat to stay off the counter can seem futile. We've tried spraying them with water, but you have to catch them in the act first, and that can be a challenge. Not with the Cat Nanny. This little robot will tirelessly patrol your counters or table, and when it catches your cat, it'll deliver an ultrasonic warning noise before delivering a blast of harmless citronella spray to your cat. It comes with a collar that you put on your cat, allowing the robot to sense it. It features object detection sensors that allow it to maneuver around objects and keep it from falling onto the floor. Not only will this robot protect your counters from feline invaders, it's also harmless to your cat. Flux Snowshoe. Designer Eric Brunt decided to reinvent the snowshoe to eliminate the need for such an unnatural gait. The Flux snowshoes shrink when you lift your foot up, and then grow again when you put your foot back down. Brunt began the design process by creating cardboard folding mechanisms in order to see which shape worked the best. He eventually settled on a tiled parallelogram pattern. The foot plate is triggered when you put pressure on it, causing the shoe to expand. When you release the pressure, the band tightens and pulls the tiles in, reducing the surface area and making your walk in the snow much easier. The boost straps are expandable so they can fit different sized shoes perfectly. On the toe cap is a quick release feature, and the cap gives your feet additional protection. These snowshoes help you to better adapt to your environment and make walking in the snow a walk in the park. Self-healing cell phones. Most of us know the pain of dropping our phones face down and dreading picking them back up. While self-healing materials sound futuristic, it's actually been around for quite some time. In fact, some phones such as the LG G Flex have a similar material on their back covers that can heal scratches. The problem is that these materials don't conduct electricity, and thus they can't be used on phone screens. Beneath the cracks, your phone has a grid of electrodes, and when you touch it, your finger completes the circuit and allows you to manipulate the screen. However, scientists have now developed material made from a stretchable polymer, an ionic salt that can both heal itself and conduct electricity. It uses a special bond between charged ions and polar molecules. If the bond is broken, the molecules will find their ways back to each other, thus healing the break. Which one of these amazing inventions was your favorite? Tell us about it in the comments. Thanks for watching, where we're here to show you the latest and greatest gadgets you can't help but want. We'll see you next time.